Welcome to today's video. So we finished about Jesus and the Bible and how we do know that that can be trusted. Now we're going to be getting into the sciences and how science also supports the Bible, which this is going to be broken down into separate parts. So we're going to begin with statements consistent with paleontology. So we need to realize dinosaurs were mentioned in the Bible. And to get in deeper in the digging deeper, you can look in the answers in Genesis, ICR, and Christian Ministries International. So dinosaurs were referred to in several Bible books. The book of Job describes two dinosaurs. One is described in chapter 40, starting with verse 15, and others in chapter 41, starting in verse 1. And of course, we also see that the Bible mentions things like dragons. Well, dragons were the original name for dinosaurs before they were known as dinosaurs. And you can look into that with a great thing on Answers in Genesis, and Buddy Murphy actually has some great things that goes into people with the descriptions of dragons and how dinosaurs fit them perfectly. We think you will agree that 1.5 chapters about dinosaurs is a lot, since most people don't even realize they're mentioned in the Bible. Actually, reading the Bible would help them. And the one dinosaur that we definitely see found in the book of Job, Behemoth, that is a sauropod dinosaur, the ones with the long necks. And it very well could have been a Brachiosaurus. When you read the description, it is amazing. So, statements consistent with astronomy. The Bible frequently refers to a great number of stars in the heaven. Here are two examples: Genesis 22, verse 17, and Jeremiah 33, verse 12. Even today, scientists admit that they do not know how many stars there are. Only 3,000 can be seen with the naked eye. We have seen estimates of 20 or 10 to the 21st power of stars, which is a lot of stars. The number of the grains in the sand on the Earth's seashore is estimated at 10 to the 25th. As scientists discover more stars, wouldn't it be interesting to discover that these two numbers match? The Bible also says that the star is unique. 1 Corinthians 15:41. All stars look alike to the naked eye. Even when seen through a telescope, they seem to be just points of light. However, analysis on their light spectra reveals each one is unique and different from the other. So the Bible said that they were unique before we even proved that they were unique. We understand that people can perceive some starlight difference in color and apparent brightness when looking at stars with the naked eye. But we would not expect a person living in the 1st century AD to claim they differ from one another. The Bible describes the precision of movement of the universe. We see this in Jeremiah 31, 35, and 36. So the Bible talks about the movement of the universe before we even knew it, and the precision of it. The Bible describes the suspension of the earth in space in Job 26, verse 7. So it talks about how the earth hangs on nothing. They prove that before NASA even proved that. Before scientists even proved that, the Bible talked about it. And of course, we might have some flat earthers that might want to argue, but they seem to take bits and pieces of the scripture and make it say what it is not saying, or take something from the scripture that is poetry and take it literal when it is just poetry. Talking about something poetically, describing something poetically, meaning not to take it 100% literal. Statements consistent with meteorology. The Bible describes the circulation of the atmosphere in Ecclesiastes 1:6. So they talked about the circulation of the atmosphere before science proved the circulation of the atmosphere. The Bible includes some principles of fluid dynamics found in Job 28:27. The fact that the air has weight was proven scientifically only 300 years ago. The relative weight of air and the weather are indeed for the efficient function of the Earth's hydraulic system, which in turn sustains life on Earth. If you are a physicist enthusiast, please ignore our omission of the term mass, gravity, and density from the comment. So the Bible talked about the fluid dynamics before they were even proven. And in the next video, we're going to be continuing this for part 2 of how science proves the Bible. And we're going to get into statements consistent with biology. So thanks for watching. See you on the next video. And remember, Jesus is Lord.